Yeah. So greetings everyone. Greetings everyone. Today I, Vanshika, am here to share my views on the topic. How would you think learning new language affect your personality? Whether you have noticed it or not, a research suggests that yes, your personality can shift depending on what language do you speak. For example, like you're speaking Punjabi, so you would have a tone of aggression in your voice, and meanwhile, if you are speaking Bengali, you would have an innocence or sweet tone in your language. So, learning new language can affect your personality in these following ways. Your thoughts. So, speaking a new language would, of course, widen your thoughts and thinking levels we must be we must experiment that and not just beat around the bush. And the way of seeing the world. You would realize that how far your world has gone, and you would know more things about language. Help us to interact with people of diverse region and background. Learning new language would make us feel more confident and would lead us to interact with people of diverse regions. And your curiosity level would increase. If you learn a new language, so you would have a curiosity to know many other things related to that, and and learning new things would never go in vain. So the most spoken language around the world. Seeing this graph, you can imagine that most of the population speaks English, and we are proud to see Hindi on number third. Now, as we all know, India is a country known for its diversity, and even this diversity is visible in the language we speak. So every state has a different language and their own customs. Now, the impact of learning a foreign language. So, what is a foreign language basically? Foreign language, for example, all the language that are different from Hindi or the language that is spoken by the people living here, but that is not spoken by the people living here is known as foreign language. Now, moving on to to its impact on one's life. Foreign language study in a foreign language study enhances one's opportunities in government, business, medicine, law, technology, military, industry, marketing, etc. A second language improves your skills and grades, and learning new language is always a good deal. Now, moving on to some fun facts. So, do you know one language dies every 2 weeks? And in addition to it, you know that which is our oldest language? Any guesses here?
Sanskrit.
Well tried, but
Yes.
Sumerian language is the oldest written language in existence.
Right.
So thank you everyone for paying attention to my words, and I hope you would have a wonderful day ahead.
Excellent, Vanshika. So you followed what was shared yesterday in terms of how to make presentation. It was a lovely presentation, a good combination of content plus the picture. So I think you have done justice to what I was asking or what I was looking for, and also the mixing of words with the content that you have shared, that was also good. I could make out like some words or some phrases have become natural part of your language, like beating around the bush, in vain. Though you have learned
Yeah.
it over here, but you have grabbed it so well that now it is naturally coming in your speech. So this is what we targeted at, and we have achieved through you, Vanshika. Keep up the good work, bache, and really
Yeah.
evolve very high. Right? Very nice, bache. Good. Now, who's next? Can I pick Avni?
Ma'am, actually, in between, if you notice, ma'am, like my laptop, I joined from my laptop and it got switched off and hanged. So we can move on to the next student, and then I will just join with the Zoom, and then I will give the presentation.
Kush, are you available? Kush?
Ma'am, can you take from Lavanya first?
Okay, Lavanya. Vanshika, can you inquire from Vanshika, where is she?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. I would do right.
Lavanya?
Yes, ma'am, I'm sharing.
After Lavanya, Kush will share the PPT. Kush, you have to be stable at one place. Please make preparations of your PPT wherever you want to show it, either on mobile or laptop. I don't need a physical trouble.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
It has shown that you have started screen sharing.
Ma'am, my screen is visible or not?
No, it's not.
Okay, ma'am, wait a minute. I'll try again.
I really put, I would say a plus mark to your efforts, Lavanya. Whatever comes, you try your level best and try to give it a good shot. So kudos to your efforts, whether online
Thank you,
or
ma'am.
offline.
Ma'am, is it now visible?
Nothing is visible, but you're not sharing anything.
Ma'am, I don't know what is happening.
Ma'am, like she can send her PDF to me, and if she don't mind, I would share for her.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanshika, I'm sending you.
Lavanya has shared it in the group.
Can I share?
Why not? New.
Ma'am, can I start?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Mohammad Messick. Mohammad Messick is a man who speaks most of the languages. He can speak 73 languages. He is very famous just because he knows 73 languages, whereas a normal person would know only 2 to 3. He is a very talented young man who is just 34 years old. Now the question that comes in our mind is that what is language? A language consists of grammar and vocabulary. It is the way of speaking with others. There are some particular languages of a particular country which are used by the people for talking and writing. There are so many languages in the world, but English is the one of the most popular language. It is because we can use English in any part of the country. English is used everywhere nowadays. There are some impacts of learning a new language. It improves our memory. As we study a language, it enhances memory skills. It increases our confidence level. If we learn any new skill, our confidence level increases automatically. It helps us to contact with people. If we would know language of any other country, they would like to be our friends. Personality. If we would notice or not, but people notices our personality. They would find us knowledgeable if we would know any another language. They would like to be our friends. At the last, I would like to say that we all should learn a new language. As if we learn a new language, we'll got to know about the culture of new countries.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, a wonderful attempt. A few spelling errors were there in words like weather and grammar. Grammar has an A instead of an E. Weather has again an E instead of an A. Rest, I enjoyed a new fact which you have only take up in this entire group of students. That is a person who is polyglot, basically, who speaks 73 languages. So that's something new we got to know. And the way of presenting through graphs and only pictures was very nice, but content could have been better. Though you have written, it improves memory. The explanation of such line should have been better. Okay. It could have reached at least, the entire presentation should have gone through 1.5, 2 minutes. But I think it was short of the time limit. But nevertheless, it was a good attempt. You tried it. Please always make sure that if you do a task, you do it with whole heart and not with half heart or just for the formality's sake. So you have done justice to the first part, that there has to be a PPT and it has got all the content. But when it comes to your presentation, it was incomplete. So I don't want a half-hearted presentation. Give it with 100% stroke, that yes, this is my 100% or 110%. And then there are chances to fly higher. Okay? Kush, now it's your turn. Kush. Vanshika, did you inquire from Anshika what has happened?
Yeah, ma'am, I was just asking her only. So she said like there are some network issue at her side and she's trying to join. So I just asked her like, have you made the PPT and all? She said I have made, but like there are some network issues, so she is trying to join.
And can you see something on my screen?
I can see only a share device audio off option. I think you need to go to the apps and then press your presentation.
Okay, ma'am.
Meanwhile, I think Avni.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm comfortable.
Yes.
So, hello everyone, this is Avni, and today I'm going to be sharing my presentation. And I have given the topic Unlocking the World, the Power of Learning New Languages in my presentation. Moving on the next slide, if we can see, I have chosen the structure of an Indian map for this background for this slide. So while I was making this presentation, many questions came to my mind. So one of them were like, I was thinking all around that learning a new foreign, learning a foreign language will only affect our brain, will make our brain more efficient. But at that time, I just realized that if we learn an Indian language, can't our brain be more efficient? Can't we just just mix up with the culture? Can't we just know the culture of the language of the area we are learning? So there's a question here that did you know that learning a new language makes your brain more efficient? So well, if we learn a new Indian language, it improves our memory. Language learning involves memorizing vocabulary, grammar rules, which can enhance our memory skills. It also comes with cultural understanding. Understanding the language often leads to a deeper appreciation and understanding of the culture associated to it, which can broaden your perspective to Indian culture.
learning a foreign language can transform your personality. It increases our empathy. When we learn a new language, it often involves gaining insights into different culture and ways of thinking. As you learn about different cultures, you may become more open-minded and accepting of others. It improves our communication skills, as I mentioned earlier also. Cultural sensitivity. Learning a new language often goes hand in hand with learning about the culture associated with that language. It can also help you avoid unintentionally offending others when interacting with people from diverse backgrounds. It boosts our confidence. Successfully learning a new language can boost your self-esteem and confidence. It's a tangible achievement that demonstrates your ability to set up and accomplish your goal. This newfound confidence can positively impact various aspects of yours. Personal growth and self-development. Language learning challenges lead to a personal growth and resilience. Discovering communities and differences between languages build character. Developing multilingualism can instill a sense of accomplishment and identity. Curiosity. Curiosity often begins with challenge yourself to a how more often and even about things you might take for granted. Encourage a habit of asking questions about the world around you. In the last, I would like to mention that when we learn a new language, it often takes time. It may take a week, it may take some days, or it may take some months. But we have to be patient. It's important to note that effects of language learning can vary depending on factors such as complexity of the language, the intensity of learning, and individual difference. However, overall, learning a new language is mentally stimulating and rewarding endeavor that can have lasting positive effects on your brain and cognitive abilities. Thank you.
Beautifully, I would say, adorned presentation. A perfect combination of, the picture and the content. And I'm glad that you have thought at the level of curiosity also, and other things that a language does to one's brain. And I think although the content was mostly borrowed from online, because language is, of course, giving it a hint, but thinking to at this level, and when you are still in class 7th, it really, really, makes me proud of you that you can think beyond, the age barrier or the age threshold. So it's very nice, Avni. It's just that few words like cognitive abilities you have used, that I think we did in the IEG when you were here, right?
Yes, ma'am, we did that in IGA1.
So I'm
And I
really
remember that word, like while I was searching on the internet, I just remember, I think we did that word in IGA1.
Yes. So I'm again very proud of you, Avni. You have maintained that, and I think you are rather not maintaining, you are taking it ahead by using such words and presenting it so well, like professionals. Very, very beautifully presented. Excellent.
Ma'am, I tried my best, so I think it.
And I think you have put
the
your best
results.
foot forward already. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
What happened? Push, please. Pavni is sharing for now.
Okay, ma'am, no problem.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
It is.
Namaskaram, everyone. Myself, Pavni from class 7th. So our today's topic is the languages. The languages that we are knowing, the languages that we are knowing about the all. Not only the language language changes the personality, but also the culture of the language you learn changes and affects you in some ways. It is all provide new thinking style and it shapes your thoughts. We have 6 benefits of language and how we can learn the language. That first is foreign languages study creates more positive attitudes and less prestigious towards people who are different. Our personality can shift depending on the languages we are speaking. Our attitude to a language towards a language and the cultural values that we place on it play a part of our how we are labeling our personality when speaking that language. We have so many different languages. Studying a foreign language will improve your chances of getting a job in a better way or in an innovative places where we are not supposed, but yes, we will do. Studying a new culture helps you to meet a new and interesting people who are we are dealing with. Dealing with another culture enables people to gain a more profound understanding of their own cultural, that how we are explaining, how we are consuming that culture in an innovative way. The study of foreign languages boosts our confidence level. Sometimes nowadays we have the trend of learning different languages and go to foreign countries to to have a job there. Graduates often cite foreign language courses as some of the most valuable courses in college because of the communication skills depend on the process. Can you please tell what's your language learning personality? Anyone?
No idea.
Ma'am, can you please?
Language learning.
How what kind of personality you individual are having about the same?
About language learning personality.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
open to learn language.
Anyone else?
Kirti is curious to learn.
Okay. I have a question with you all, that how many language everyone could answer this question, that how many languages you will be doing or you will be answering, that you know how many languages in your learning skills. You know, someone who is not someone who's different from English, he or she can also learn French. So anyone like this, those who have different language from English?
Vanchika wants to say.
I personally like speaking Punjabi, and I understand it also. But like it's very difficult to write. So I'm at the level of just understanding and speaking of it.
I am also knowing little bit of Punjabi because of Bhavna ma'am only, and I'm nothing else. Yes, English is okay, but Hindi also. Ma'am.
Okay. Great, Pavni. You tried engaging all of these students. It was a good effort, I would say. But still you have to keep your PPT and your language in sync. I'm very happy the way you were, using the tones of your language, sometimes ups and sometimes down. It was creating impact, but reading somewhere was lagging. So the word prejudice, you were reading as produce. I do not know what word you were using. And the word boost was written as boots over there. So such mistakes are
It's, I am in hurry because I was having exam and I was just like, I have to make it down really fast. That's why.
Never mind, whatever we are giving, I understand there are many excuses around us, many reasons, actual reasons around us, but still we make it to the stage. But on the stage, we are on the stage. Nobody will look what is behind the stage, right? So here you have to manage things pretty well. But I would say it was better than before, and you can play well with language, okay? Practice more, simultaneous speaking. So you need a little bit more improvement in matching up the content and the speech, right? So now I would give stage to Push. Push,
Okay, ma'am.
make it quickly. Is Push sharing or Vanshika sharing?
I guess Kush only because I'm not sharing.
Yes, ma'am.
Please start, Push.
Ma'am, his mic is on mute. I think he's speaking.
Push, unmute yourself. You have to go on the PPT app. It's taking time.
Learning new languages affect our personality in the following ways. Help to connect with people. Help to connect with people. Many people who speak more than one language switch personalities when they switch languages. Help in career growth. Help in career growth, like when you learn a new language, you get to see the word from another perspective and more deeply understand another culture. It's no wonder then what employer value those who bring second language skills to the workplace. Enhance memory skill. Language learning helps improve people's thinking skills and memory abilities. Bilingual students concentrate better, ignoring distraction more effectively than those who only speak one language. If we speak another language, if we want to go in another city for a vacation or anything else, we would we would we would be uh, we would be perfect in speaking that language, as we will not be shy in that country because we will know the language and we can talk with other people of that country. Thank you.
Okay, that was a quick wrap up round, Kush. I'm happy that at least you have put in efforts, but it was a very quick effort and you were just doing a PowerPoint sing along. And I think if you had put more efforts, it would have been better, right? It's the first attempt, so I'm not saying anything, but from the next time you have to be serious. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Manvi,
Yes, ma'am.
go ahead.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Learning a new language. What are the benefits of learning a new language? What are the challenges in learning a new language? Apart from these, first we will start, which language should I learn? Once you have decided to learn a language, you may not be quite sure which language to choose. To some extent, your choice depends on your reasons for learning a language. For example, if you don't like to communicate with as many people as possible, learning such languages as Chinese, Spanish, French, Russian, or Arabic would enable you to do so. What's the best way to learn new language? After choosing a language, you can start thinking about how you are going to study it. For popular languages like French and Spanish, there's wealth of materials available for lesser studies languages. The choice can be more limited if courses are available in your area. It might help you to attend them, or you may prefer to study on your own or to have individual lessons. How can I find time to learn a new language? Finding time to learn a new language can be quite a challenge. You may think that you don't really have enough of it, but it's surprising how many spare moments you have during a typical day and how they can add up to useful amount of study time. What materials and tools do I need to study a language? There's wide range of materials and tools available to help you with your language studies, including language courses, dictionaries, grammar books, phrases books, online lessons, MP3 players, and electronical translators. It also increases in the communication between the family and friends. If your partner, in-laws, relatives, or friends speak a different language, learning that language will help you to communicate with them. It will also give you a better understanding of their culture and way of thinking. It will also increase in their region. Missionaries and other religions types learn languages in order to spread their message. In fact, missionaries have played a major role in documenting the languages, devising the writing systems for many of them. Other learns the languages in which the scriptures, holy books of their region were originally written to gain a better understanding for them. For example, Christians might learn Hebrew, Arabic, and Greek. Muslims might learn classical Arabic, and Buddhists might learn Sanskrit. Here are some advantages for learning a new language. As learning a new language develops our written skills, even in your native language. These are among the first skills at which employers look. Second, it increase the activity in international businesses, government, and tourism has created a need for improved understanding and communication. The number of careers that require a major in a foreign language is increasing. Insight into a particular culture and capacity to learn languages will interest employers in a variety of fields, including education, social work, health services, business, banking, insurance, advertising, travel, publishing, and public services, and so on. Starting salaries for student graduating with proficiency in one or more foreign languages or at least 20% higher than for students who speak English only. It also improve you in your work. If your work involves regular contact with speakers of foreign languages, being able to talk to them in their own languages will help you to communicate with them. It may also help you to make sales and to secure contracts. Knowledge of foreign languages may also increase your chances of finding a new job, getting a promotion or a transfer overseas of going on foreign businesses trips. It will also keep your mind healthy. Learning a second language has been proven to delay the one set of dementia. To better understand the rest of humankind, language is an aspect of humanity, and learning what a fellow human speaks teaches you more about humankind as a whole. The more languages you know, the more you understand your species, and that is beneficial no matter what the situation is. It will also increase you in the culture benefits, less polyglot.
Manvi, that's it. I think the time limit has already increased, Manvi. This is your first time again, so I'm notifying it to you again. It was more of a PowerPoint sing-along, but you put in efforts last day only. I know that you were not prepared for the presentation, so you borrowed it mostly from the online platform, and
Yes,
there
ma'am.
many a words which you were not even pronouncing correctly, like dementia. Dementia is a disease, not dementia. And
Yes, ma'am.
the work, the employment area. I think kids are certainly not aware of what is the use of language in the area of work. but still you made an effort to borrow it from online. I appreciate your efforts, your will to come and present it over here. That's the first thing I always appreciate in a student who dares to perform on the stage. So kudos to you, Manvi. And as you know, with the time you get along with us, you'll get to know culture of IEG in a better way, that how do we do things. Okay, we go
Yes, ma'am.
a gradual approach, a slow approach, but ultimately the results are very, profound, very deep changes you will be able to see. Right now, we all will be moving into, the area of this grammar. Okay. So quickly, I would share certain things here with you all so that you can get quick grammar tips. In case you have doubt in anything, you can ask me that. Otherwise, I'll start on my own. Any doubts? Manvi, Avni, any doubts before I start, or whatever you have attended so far, Manvi, because you joined
Yes,
us
ma'am.
pretty later. So in case you have any doubts in any topic, you can let me know. I'll start that. Otherwise, I'll start topic of my choice.
Ma'am, you can start.
Okay, so I'll go by prepositions. Last time we did a lot of prepositions with respect to time and place, right? But a couple of prepositions which I also want you to understand is the word through. Okay. Through is one of the prepositions which looks for a midway or a channel. It acts as a mediator. Okay. When I say, I am going through Delhi bypass to Jaipur, that means Delhi bypass is a midway, is a channel to reach Jaipur. There can be other channels also through which I can reach to Jaipur, but Delhi bypass is what I have chosen. This can also be used in our, communication. I got to know through Vanshika that Anshika has network issue. So Vanshika became a channel, a mediator to pass the information that Anshika has network issue today. So through is used in this context. Okay. Apart from that, we have got certain words like, I think we did beside and besides the other day, all the P words we had done. We have got the word by and with. Okay. When we are using by, it is used for hands. I'm eating by my hands. And it is also used with by check or by cash. But when we are using with, we use it for the tools. I am writing with a pen or a pencil. So that means in order to use the preposition with, you should have a tool in your hand. We will use he has murdered somebody with a knife. Okay. With is also used with next to. I am sitting with my friends. Okay. Here we can use it. Now, how is it useful in class 8? It comes in errors and omissions. Okay. So tomorrow we are going to have error and omission rounds for prepositions and other things. Let us see if you are attentive enough and confident enough to trace the errors. Yes. Okay. Omissions means one word is missing. You have to add that word. Okay. So I'm going to give you from simple to complex level. You have to be prepared for that. So let's have a look at one of the errors and omissions in here only. I'll just write something here. Okay. You have to catch the error in this line. Got it? What is the error in this line? No. That is a typing error, not the grammatical error. The indigenous people of the area in the time of European settlement were welcomed. So what is the error in this sentence? Yes, Vanshika.
I'm the indigenous people of that area.
No. Lavanya, Avni, Pavni, Manvi. Yes, Kirti. In that time of... No, come, Manvi.
Ma'am, in will not come, I guess, at the indigenous people of the area at that time of Europeans.
Bingo, Lavanya. Very nice. Excellent. So the indigenous people of the area at the time of European settlement were welcomed. Excellent attempt, Lavanya. Okay, trying to give you a few more. Please pay attention. Okay. Write your responses in the direct chat box, please, everybody. You all are supposed to participate. Where is Kush? Kush has left the meeting. Okay. Okay, Vanshika. Avni, Manvi, Pavni. From the mid of. Okay, Lavanya. Okay, Vanshika. And the correct answer is given by Vanshika, that is for family picnics and outings. From the mid 1800s, the beach was a favorite location for family outings and picnics. Okay, so you have to spot such small prepositions. That is how prepositions are very tricky. Okay, now few more. There is a growing trend that people prefer having relaxation near a seaside instead of living in unhealthy city. Answers in chat box invited. Okay, Manvi. It is not omission, Manvi. So you cannot add word. You have to change the word. One word is in error. Error means that you have written a word, the word is incorrect, you have to change the word. Omission means you have written the sentence, there is one word that is missing, you are adding that word. That is omission. So currently you are doing omission and I have created an error. Okay, Vanshika. Okay, Avni. And I think both of you have given correct answer. And that is the near seaside instead of living in unhealthy city. Good. Avni and Lavanya, Vanshika. Okay. Last but not the least, I'll move to the next page. Okay, find the error. No. Vanchika. Okay. Okay, Manvi. Okay, Lavanya.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Avni.
Ma'am, ma'am, you have written here the Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach. So,
Yes.
ma'am, Bondi Beach is a place or it is a thing which is
It's a place.
referred to?
It's a place. It's a place.
It's a place in Australian. It's
Yes.
Australia.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Fight of nethers could be people. Answer is took place. A fight that happened in the past. Okay. That took place. That's the only thing as an error. Okay. So we will be doing continuous errors and omission practices tomorrow and concept-based activities tomorrow. So be present there. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody.